Yeah.
Yes, it's another beautiful day. It looks sunny at my end, but interestingly, I dare not step out of the car right now and hang around for even 1 minute. It's deadly cold around here, and at the same time, sunny, right? That's the interesting fact about some parts of the world where you have winter. Uh, it's good to be here again. Oh, I think we lost Mr. Wisdom Ezekiel. I know he will join us shortly. I'm on the road today, but the mission is 28 days back to back to back. Nothing stopping us. We told our team that even when flying, we will be on this. Even in the aircraft, we will do this. Any day, anytime. The appointment is solid, it's sacrosanct. We will always show up. We will always show up. We will always turn up. And today again, we are showing up. And I'm glad to be doing this fourth day with my own very good friend and brother, business partner, and confidant, the wise man. Wise man, you're welcome today again.
Well done, sir. It's always good that we welcome each other. Thank you very much. Even though you are on the move, you are still able to do this. This shows a whole lot of commitment to this particular 28 days that we are running. And we know that it's going to be an awesome one for everyone who is listening to us. I would like to also welcome every one of you who are listening to us right now, people who will listen to us later on,
Mhm.
and the people who have always been here. You know, there are people who are regular. They always show up, and we really want to appreciate you. So today we are going to be taking you on another ride of the Smart Money Reset, because after these 28 days, we would have changed our mentality as it has to do with money, and will begin to flow in a much more better direction. Yesterday, we looked at your money story, how your past is controlling your present and is going to
What?
determine your future.
Yeah.
So, and we looked at that, and it was an awesome one. A lot of stories that we told yesterday. For many of you who were not here yesterday, I would like to refer you to that particular episode. It was really, really hot. And yesterday we unveiled the Cassava Island offer. If you miss Banana Island, don't miss Cassava Island. So, and today again, we are here to charge you up and to look at factors that determines your spending. What is fueling your spending? What is fueling that money you are going to give out? How is it? What's determining factor when it
Mm.
comes to your spending? Um, I know Dr. Sunday Olorunse to be a very generous person.
Mm.
It's not as if me, I'm not also very generous, but somebody can cry and come and meet Dr. Sunday, and he will look at the person and say, we just need to do something for the person. All right. Dr. Sunday, I want to ask, how are you able to manage between being emotional and being objective when it comes to spending your money?
Mm. Thank you very much on this right today where we are discussing the psychology of spending and why you buy what you buy. It's interesting for us to know that 90% of spendings for almost everyone is driven by emotions.
Hmm.
Nobody is exempted. That is the truth. Naturally, we gravitate towards spending by emotions. So the things that dictate how we spend are the experiences around us, the feeling of wanting to belong. For example, there are status you attain and you feel you should only wear luxury brands. So when you see people brag about wearing Gucci, putting on what's it called, Balenciaga, whatever demand brands. Many brands. You see how I can't mention too many of them. Letting you know that I spend more by logic and not by emotion, right? Maybe I'll remember the popular ones like
Mm-mm,
Adidas,
mm-mm. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I like what you just said now. I spend more
yeah,
by logic and not
not emotion.
emotion.
Yeah.
As even though you are a generous person,
Hmm.
you still stick to logic and not
Exactly.
emotion. Even
That,
in your generosity. That's
exactly.
that's an awesome one.
That is it. So people gravitate towards spending by emotions. In most cases, they look at the stories people tell them. So somebody comes to you, and I'm going to categorize these stories in different ways. Somebody comes to you and tell you all manner of stories about what they've been through, how they need help, and like that. And before you know it, you can even take out your eyes and give to them. Look at Nigerians, for example. You can easily raise money in Nigeria. Just have one pathetic story to share, have a social media platform to share it, and have an influencer to push it for you. You become a millionaire overnight. That's to let you know how people spend in Nigeria. They may not even verify the story. And we have so many people that have come online to scam us like that. That is why businesses also that tell stories that looks inviting, even though those stories might not be genuine, people still go ahead and buy from them. Look at, I think the second day of this call, you referred to some money scheme that has come to Nigeria, like the
Mhm.
MMM, the CBS, and another one will still come again. We're expecting another one to come. And when they
Who,
come,
who knows?
people
Who
will
knows
still
whether
buy.
another one is already running?
It's
It's
already
when it
started. Don't
becomes
get me
bad
wrong.
that we'll get to
Yeah.
know.
And it's not
Mhm.
driven by emotions. We spend, we invest via logic. So even when you tell us these stories, we want to evaluate the stories and ensure that we are spending based on our conviction and the resources that has been allocated for that particular purpose. People spend most times just because they want to belong. They want to be identified as rich. It is better to be truly rich than to look rich. Most people today look rich, but they are not truly rich. So the psychology of spending puts you in a position where you spend to be truly rich and not to look rich. So most of the time when we want to attain certain status, we start dragging ourselves, as in pushing ourselves unnecessarily, just because we want people to see that we are driving the best of cars, we live in nice locations. Don't get me wrong, all of these things are okay. But what we are trying to address is, how did you acquire them? Do you work and earn 10 million, and the first 10 million ever that you got, you just went straight to buy a car? Am I saying you should not buy a car? Buy a car. I know it's difficult to get a car of 10 million and below in Nigeria now, but if it is a car of 5 million you can buy from that 10 million, what you do with the remaining 5 million will determine how fast you will buy your next car, which can even be a bigger one. So to address your question directly, it has been over 15 years now. I can comfortably say, yes, over 15 years that I have learned how to appropriate my income. So every income that comes to me, I ensure that I have percentages that goes into different things. As generous as I can be, there is
Okay.
a percentage of my earning or income that goes into generosity. So even when you think you have come to tell me emotional stories to get money from me, you can only get as much as what has been allocated. What you be going to investing cannot be touched. What should be going to savings cannot be touched. What should be going into growing my business so that I can generate money to be able to do charity cannot be touched. But not many people understands the power of income appropriation. And that's why we're here today, to reset people's psychology of spending.
Well, while you were talking,
Hmm.
I kind of um okay, I agree with all that you have said, but
Hmm.
some people will say, that you are talking. Look at, we can even see your car from the
The
head
ambience.
rest and the ambience. We can see the kind of car that you are driving. Hmm? We can see
Oh
the
my
way you are
God.
dressed. From the way you are now, we know you are not in Nigeria. That kind of light pole is not Nigerian light pole.
Like, oh,
All right. So we can tell that you fly business class, you travel around the whole world, you drive
mm,
good car, you live in good houses, and
mm,
I've just made money, and you are telling me I should not spend the way I want to spend. I should not look rich, because sometimes I should be able to look rich. And they
mm.
say fake it until you make it.
Make it right.
Just
Right.
try to make it as if you have made it. So you can be talking this way because you have gotten to a particular height. We're just coming up. We want to be able to measure up.
Mm.
That's what somebody will be asking. What do you have to tell that kind of person?
To be sincere, even smart people make bad money decisions or money
Mm,
choices. Yes,
mm,
even smart
mm.
people make bad money choices. So it has nothing to do with the status you are. You can even be poor and struggling, and you'll be making the right money choices. Now, when I talk about bad money choices, it could be that for some of us we are overspending. So you can be in the income bracket where you even earn maybe up to 20, 30, 40, 50 million in a month, and yet you are overspending. There are people earning that much, and at the end of the month, they are still in debt every single month. Some people that you see that you envy today, you don't want to know the backstory. The backstory is very horrible. But they are smart people. If they are not smart, they won't be able to work enough to consistently perpetuate that level of cash flow. No, I'm not trying to shade anybody. Most of the guys we have on social media today that are doing well, you observe that only few of them have sense enough to live above overspending. The first money they make, they want to buy bands, they want to do this. They just want to impress the social media for you to believe that they are truly rich. But
Yeah, because they are in show business. They need to
yes,
show.
you need to
Yeah.
show. I agree. I love the advocate you are playing today. I love
Yes.
I
I'm
love the
in
way
show
you are playing
business. If
advocate.
people see me, if people see me online and they
Yeah,
see that I have bands, they see that they will
yeah.
follow me. I have a mentee who
Mm.
has like times three my followers. And
Mhm.
I'm wondering that you are my mentee, you are coming to me for advice, and people are following you more. I say, sir, it's because of what we show on social media.
Correct.
Don't you think that that's a business model?
It's a business strategy, but when this money comes, what
Mm,
people don't know is if you need to repeat that same thing again for you to stay relevant, you are a poor man.
mm,
If whatever generates money for you, you will need to keep doing it and doing it and doing it over again for the money to keep coming. You are still a poor man. Any wealth that is not on autopilot is not genuine wealth. Your
mm,
wealth must be on autopilot. So what they keep doing is struggling to remain there. And that's through overspending. And another bad money choice people make is undersaving. The money has come. This has no respect for your status. Remember, I said this. So it's not whether because you are now big, you are comfortable, you fly business class, you do this. If you undersave, when the rainy day comes, you will cry. So undersaving is another bad money choice that people make. The next one is delay in investing. Most of the time, it's not that people don't invest, but they invest too late. You see, investment and time, they are good friends. So they work together. Timing matters. In fact, the simple way you can explain this is when you are trying to do what we call compound interest. Compound interest and time, they are very close friends because the longer your money is in the pool and keeps multiplying, the better. Even in investing in real estate, for example, we started talking about Cassava Island yesterday. Many people will be waiting until they see success story from Cassava Island before they invest. The smart ones will make the choice now and say, hey, it might look risky. Oh, Cassava Island is a new offer. They jump on it. They weigh the risk versus the likely return and what the future can look like. And they say, let me start with 1 acre. Let me start with 5 acre. In fact, let me reach out to these guys. Let me see how we can partner together. I have 50 million, I have 200 million. We can do this together. I want to play in that big league. Others have that money and they are keeping it. You know, I told you the first day how that if you keep money in your account without saving or investing, time will always punish that money, because the longer it stays there without working, it's losing value. So for some people, it's delay in investing, and that's why we're on this platform to push people. So for me, what I do is try hard not to overspend, regardless of any level I am. I want to ensure I'm not under saving. So that's why when my savings, I put my savings on autopilot. So if you are listening right now and you don't have your savings on autopilot, you have not begun your journey. So the
Go
first
and
thing you need to
download
do is go and
Genius.
download Genius by Petty Save.
Let it save.
If you are a business, download Genius Business. It's on Android, it's on iOS store. Download, program your income, let it be on autosave, and don't undersave. It is good to save, but it is better to save the way you want your future to look like. So don't undersave and don't delay when it comes to investing. You are here, you are being guided by people that have been in this game for about 2 decades now. So if we tell you put money in certain investment, it is because we have been there and we know it's going to profit you. So that's another thing I do. I don't delay. Have I lost money doing that? Yes, I've lost money. But if I want to weigh the losses versus what I've gained, they are, it's like day and night.
Night
The
and day.
gap, yeah, the gap is very wide. The gap is
All
wide.
right. I would do more of playing the devil's advocate today, so I can get a whole lot from this. Um, One of the things I've come to realize is that because people don't structure their finances, they don't
Mhm,
have plan for their finances, they don't have budget, in place for their income, it puts them under pressure.
mhm.
When money comes, money has a way of controlling the owner
True,
if the owner did not control the money before the money arrived.
true.
So the best time to control money is before money comes.
Mm,
Because when money comes, it takes over the owner.
mm,
And most times there are many things that are waiting for money to come.
mhm,
So
mhm.
if you don't control the money before it arrived, those things that are waiting for it will take it.
True.
And I was saying, I don't know whether it was 2 days ago when I was talking about the person who wrote a book who took my money.
Mhm.
There are many things that will take your money. Everybody must learn to pay themselves first.
True.
Because if you look at it this way, many of us, we work and earn money so that we can pay bills.
Mhm.
And if you are not careful, you will pay bills the rest of your life if you are
Mm,
not careful.
true.
And anytime you pay bills, you are paying people. So what are
Mm,
the bills that people pay? You pay house rent, you are paying your landlord.
mhm,
You pay school fees, you are paying your children's teacher or your
mhm,
children's the owner of the school. You pay hospital bill, you are paying the hospital. You
mm,
pay insurance, whatever it is. Here
mhm.
insurance is big
Yeah.
business. You drive a car, you must have insurance.
Mm,
Every month now I know how much I cover just because I have a car. All right, you pay insurance, you are
mm,
paying the insurance company, whatever. So
mhm,
you have paid everybody, but you have left yourself. You
mm.
must adhere to the principle of paying yourself first. And we say
True.
paying yourself first. For those of us who are religious people, who are Christians, who believe in tithing and all of that, first of all, you pay your tithe if that's
Mhm,
your model. All right. The second person you should pay is yourself, knowing
mm,
fully well that this your energy that you have now, you are young, you are in your
mhm,
40s, you're in your 30s, you're in your early 50s, will not remain. The
mm.
people who are enjoying at the age of 60, 70, 80, they did something at their 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s that made them to be enjoying. So
True.
what you want to do is to pay yourself first. Take
Mm,
out that money. So let me say somebody who earns, maybe $1,000. All right. From that $1,000, you're a Christian, you believe in tithing, it means that $100 goes for that.
Right. Right.
uh the next one is you want to pay yourself. You will
Mm,
determine whether it's 10% or 20%.
mm,
I recommend that when you are at a lower level when it comes to finances, you should be more aggressive. So
true.
you should do as much as 20%, all right? Be more aggressive. And the more your income now increases, you now begin to adjust, whether you're adjusting upward or downward as the case may be. But the most important thing is that you start early and you do it. So you
Mm,
pay yourself first. You remove it and put it in a savings. And that savings, the purpose of the savings is for investment, because
mm,
you are saving for the rainy day, you are investing for the rainy day. Because this particular energy you have right now will not always be there. I
yeah.
am 40 something years old today. I know how I used to feel when I was 20 something years. I'm not feeling that way again.
You were strong when you were 21. You were strong and healthy. You need to get the, like I show speed. You were strong.
Unhealthy. Now, all the things that I wanted to eat when I didn't have money, now I have money, they say I cannot eat it. I should not be eating. I should reduce this one, reduce that one. But this is the reason why I made money. You
Mm,
need health is wealth. But what am I saying in essence? Pay yourself first. So I have a model. The model is earn money,
mm,
save and invest, then spend the rest.
mm,
But what most people do is that they earn money,
mhm,
they spend and invest what is left,
mm,
or save what is left. That's a very wrong model. Once you do that, you will never be able to get to your financial
mm,
goal, the financial future that you are trying to build. You will never be able to do that, because there are many things that will put pressure on you, that
mhm,
before you even know it, you are finished spending and you're asking, who took my money? I remember one of our friends. The guy is a designer kind of person. He likes to wear designers, all right? And there's nothing wrong if you can afford it, all right? There's nothing wrong. So one day the guy, brought a bag, and I said, I've seen this bag somewhere. He said, where did I see the bag? I mentioned. He said, it's not this bag. I said, what do you mean? He said, it's not this bag. He said, how much did they call the bag? I said, maybe like 200 and something. I said, it's not this bag. He was too confident that it's not the bag. I said, what do you mean? Then he opened the websites of where they sell the bag. And by the time he
mm,
showed me, it was in thousands of euro. I think the bag was
mm,
like 6,000 euro, the complete.
mm,
Last other time, 6,000 euro. So when I was going to do my 40th birthday, and he told me the shoe he was wearing was about 2,500 euro. There about. By the time I can't calculate, I point it. I say, say this shoe. If I wear this shoe, will I still match the ground? Because it was funny to me, because 2,000 something euro then, even now it's millions of naira.
mm.
So when I was going to do my 40th birthday, when he told me, I said, "Beg, don't worry, I will buy the one I used to buy. I know where I used to buy my own 250, 300K shoe. Don't worry, leave me alone." you know. So when I was going to do my 40th birthday, he got me a gift. And
Mm.
by the time he sent the gift to me, I saw the name. I could identify that name. That was the name of the
Of the
brand.
bag.
Brand. By the time I went to Google it, when I saw the okay, no, I didn't even Google it. I went to Abuja. My wife and I went to Abuja for a function, and in the hotel where we lodged, there was a luxury store there, and we decided to get into the luxury. And I saw the shoe. I said, "Wow, this is the shoe that this guy gave me. Now let me go and check how much it is." By the time I carried it and saw the amount, anytime I wear that shoe, I'll just be doing as if I'm floating. Because when you are wearing shoe of almost 5 million naira, will you not be floating? But you see, if you can afford it,
Mm.
by all means satisfy your cravings,
Yeah.
but not at the expense of your future,
Mm.
not at the expense of your savings, not that at the expense of your investments. So
Mm.
that's why today we are offering you two things.
Mm.
Genius by PettySave is an application that can help you save money. It's automatic. And I always will recommend that when you want to do this thing, make it automatic.
Yeah.
There is an investment I do even in Canada here. That investment, the one good thing about it is because it's automated. Now, one day I was a bit broke and I needed money. So I quickly changed naira to dollar
Mm.
and put in my normal account. For me to come back to that normal account to transfer to the person that I wanted to transfer money to, I discovered that the money has been depleted. I was like, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? By the time I went to check, the investment company has debited the amount. I- as much as it hurts me, it was also very impressive that
Yeah.
so yet law, that one don't go okay me. But you see, if I had a choice that time, I wouldn't do that investment. But because I have automated it, I didn't have a choice. I
Mm.
didn't have to be disciplined.
Yeah.
I have disciplined myself by putting it and making it automated. So I want
Mm.
to recommend to you, go and download Genius by Petty Save. We have it for individuals, we have it for business. So if you want to do for business, download Genius Business. That's the one that helps you as a business to also save. That's very important. And secondly, the Cassava Island and the Palm Origin investments. We are
Mm.
also introducing that to you because if you will have a better future,
Mhm.
the foundation of a better financial future is savings and investment.
That's it.
That's the foundation. There's nothing you want to say. Savings and investment, whether you are an individual or a corporate organization, the foundation for a better financial future cannot be negotiated. It's savings and an investment. So go and download Genius by Petty Safe. Then call or click on the link that's on the chat session and or scan the barcode on the screen and take advantage of the opportunity we have with Cassava Island palm origin. Own a palm plantation without going to farm. Own a cassava plantation without going to farm and earn your money as you grow.
Mm.
But what we are saying fundamentally is not even about the investment. It's about the fact that go and ask anybody who has ever succeeded financially. They
Mhm.
are the bedrock and the foundation for financial stability is savings and investment done over a period of time that will give you some kind of stability so that when you grow old and you don't have power to work, your
Mhm.
money will be working for you because your money does not grow old.
Wow, your money does not grow old. Please,
Yeah.
we need to pin that down. Your money does not grow old. Your money does
Mm.
not grow old.
It
You
doesn't
have
grow
to keep
old.
doing it. You have to
It,
keep showing up. Yeah.
your money does not grow old. It
Mm.
doesn't grow. It doesn't go tired. It's not
Mm.
tired.
Yeah.
Doesn't go on leave.
It doesn't go and live. It's working.
It
Even while you are
works. It
sleeping.
works even while you are sleeping. So, but if you don't deploy the money and employ it to work,
Mm.
you won't have any of such.
Correct, correct.
So it's better to always do that.
So it's a part of what we are trying to analyze today is why you buy what you buy. What are the triggers? What are the things that make you spend or overspend? What are the things that affect you that does not make you reserve enough for investment and for savings? And the things I want to relate with you right now, you can check your life and see the times when you have spent money the way you shouldn't spend it. You realize that one or two of these things were responsible for it. For some people, it is when they are stressed.
Mm,
Once you are stressed, you can't think straight any longer. The logic part of you will be distorted. And
mm,
because your logic is blurry, you might not be making the right decision as it has to do with your money. So, as an individual, do everything possible to keep your environment littered always. Whatever it is that puts you in a position where you are stressed, do everything possible to stay away from it. If you even observe people that get high on substances, one of the major factors that drives them towards getting high is stress. So you want to do everything possible. Look at your life and tell yourself, whatever is stressing my life is stressing my money. So if you don't want your money stress, take stress away from your life. For some people, it is celebration. Once they are happy, they spend anyhow. As much as
Serve
they
them
want,
round.
serve them round so they get to the bar. Oh yeah, serve everybody. Or
At
they
least
get to a party,
Arsenal beat Chelsea
yeah, mind you
yesterday.
or whatever. Oh yeah, or they get to a party and Ishegun Johnson started hailing them and all their
Ah,
heads begin
o
swell.
lè
And before
náwó
you
yẹn
know it,
tán.
oh, I know yẹn tán. So that's another trigger for
Mm.
people to overspend. You want to watch out, even in the midst of celebration, even in the midst of being happy. You want to ensure that you don't overspend. For some people, it's just insecurity. Anytime they feel like you are feeling you are not good enough. Insecurity, not necessarily that you are not safe, but the fact that you feel if you don't have that bone straight, your life cannot be straight. It is not bone straight that will make your life straight. So you want to ensure that you avoid anything that will make you spend because you want to belong. It will make you feel like you are the happening person. That does not make necessarily make you feel happening. For some people too, is the fear of missing out of things. Oh, if I don't buy this now, once this trend pass, I might not be able to be one of those that acquired it during the. Who says you must buy iPhone 17? In fact, I remember that about 4 years ago, I told myself I wasn't upgrading iPhone again because I started using iPhone early, and every time a new version comes, I upgrade. And about 4 years ago, I just told myself, what's happening? I'm no longer upgrading. I know at one point or the other, my wife will step in again and say, no, I will buy for you. But I was able to overcome that fear of missing out for whatever reason. When iPhone 17 came out, in fact, that one I even got happy because there were controversies over whether you are using iPhone S or 17. I said, I'm not the one that will be caught in the midst of this one. So every time you feel like, oh, if I don't buy this, once this trend pass, I might not be able to get it again. These are triggers. But the best way to overcome all of these triggers is for you to have a structured system that manages your finances. And that's part of why we are here today. We will make recommendations, just like Wise Man started making some recommendations. They may not be perfect for every situation, but I tell you, this template works. Everyone that have been able to build sustainable wealth, they follow this template. You don't spend, you don't invest what is left after spending. You only spend what is left after investing. You don't save what is left after spending. You spend what is left after savings. You see, that simple statement, that sentence has saved many people and have placed a reset in their financial journey. So let's break it down. You are listening to us right now and you are in the low income bracket. Your salary is 100,000 naira. You see how low we went and below. You are not even earning more than 100,000. And we look at Nigeria today, and the economic situation is looking very terrible because that 100,000 naira, especially if you have a family, cannot really feed your family for 1 month. And from that 100,000 naira, you're expected to go to your workplace. You're expected to, if you are blessed with a child, also you want to pay school fees. These are realities in Nigeria. These things happen. Now, how do you ensure that you spend this money wisely? You have to first prioritize. Ask yourself this first question: if I lose this job today, how will I survive? People don't ask these kind of questions, and that's why it doesn't trigger the innovative part of them. If I lose this job today, how will I survive? You see, that question is $1 million question. Everyone that has a steady source of income should always ask that question: if I lose this job today, how will I survive? You are not asking it from an angle to pity yourself, but you are asking that question from an angle to instigate you, to push you into creating more sources of income for yourself. When you ask that question, the answer will always come. So you are on 100,000 and you have been told today that even without 100,000, you must save a minimum of 10%. So in your head, your salary is not 100,000. Your salary is 90,000. Just like it has been said, if you're a Christian and you tithe, again, your salary has turned to what? 80,000. So every time you are planning monthly, you are planning with 80,000. Mind you, 100,000 isn't enough, not to talk of 80,000. Now that you have left with 80,000, you now want to ask yourself, what are the other priorities in your life? What are the other things you must do month to month? And by the time you put them together, you realize that even at your level, the minimum you need to run your life and your family, it's maybe 300,000 naira. And now you have just 80,000. The question will now be, where will the 220,000 come from? These are questions that will drive innovation in you. It simply means you are not earning enough to run your daily activities, to run your family. So the first thing is, what are other sources of income? If you are connected to a company like Pertinence Group, you don't have any business not being a millionaire. We have our Realtor platform that has raised thousands of millionaires. People like you whose salary was 100,000 and below when they joined us. But today, some of them have left that salary job because it's just wasting their time. They have now focused on building an enterprise within an enterprise, owning their destiny, taking it into their hand. And because our platform is robust, there are array of products that you can sell. So if you are listening to me today and your income level does not match the expense and the investment need of your life, it is time to join the Pertinence Group. Whether you want to sell investment, you can sell investment and get commission. You can sell land and get paid. You can sell agri product and get paid. You can sell houses and get paid. You can sell even hospitality and get paid. In our ecosystem, we have an array of products. So if you join our team, you are going out every day with a basket of opportunities, product, such that regardless of who you meet out there, there is something to offer them. So if you are listening to me and you have not joined our team yet, it is time to join. Through this team over the years, we have been able to influence life. We've taken hundreds of people abroad, all expense paid trip. This is the reward that we give for hard work. We have given cars. Even this December, we still gave out a car. Every year, that's how we do it. That's how we roll. We give cars to people. We've given houses. We have paid commissions to people in billions of naira. And your money is part of those billions, but you did not show up for it. And listen to me, even if your salary is 2 million naira, you are listening to me right now. If all you earn is that 2 million, you are an endangered species. Come out of that cocoon now, create multiple streams of income that can help you live a stable life. You should have a minimum 4 streams of income. That's why at Pertinence, we have even created several streams within Pertinence, that if real estate is not paying you, bank will pay you. Somebody must pay you week in and week out. And that's why we are opening that opportunity to you today. Don't miss out of it. So, wise man, I want you to take it from there.
So there are only two ways to have more money.
Mm,
Number one, increase your income or reduce your expenditure.
mm,
If you want to really do well, do both.
mhm,
Increase your income, also reduce your expenditure. There is what we call delayed gratification.
mm,
Because one of the major problem is one of the major reasons why people are under financial stress is because of peer pressure. I
mhm,
want to look like my friend. My friend has done it. How will it be said that me I did not do it? And I will give you my own stories. When I was going to get married, I went to my people. I said our wedding will be on Sunday, and the reason why it has to be on Sunday is that we don't have money for ceremony.
mm,
Ah, How will it be said that the only son is getting married, no ceremony, people will not invite people? What I say, okay, I'm the one that does not want to do ceremony because I don't have the money. But if you people have the money, go ahead, do your ceremony. To be sincere, 90% of my wedding was covered by people who wanted to do the ceremony. I only did like 10%. Me, that's what I have. That is what I did. I put that ceremony on them because if I ask them to give me the money, they will not give me really.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I said, okay, carry the ceremony, do it by yourself. So some people will come to my wedding and say, my wedding was a very hot wedding. Everybody was satisfied. It looked like a rich boy wedding. But I wasn't the one that spent the money. So there is difference between wedding and wedding ceremony. There is difference between naming and naming ceremony. So you can do wedding without the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
You can do naming without the ceremony. We can do naming 7 a.m. in the morning to cut out people and do it on a weekday. You can do wedding on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? So that you cut out a lot of people. When people say, I say, no, I invited you, but you did not come because it was on Thursday morning. Are you not supposed to go to work? Are you get what I'm saying? Because people are living their life to please people who don't care about them.
Mm-hmm.
You are wearing clothes to match up with people who are not even looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you wear some things and you get to occasion where you're expecting them to commend you. And after you finish, nobody commended you. Come back and say, is it I did not see what I wore? People are too busy to be looking at what you wore. Stop what this life of putting pressure on yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
want to live up to expectation. You want to live up to the pressure. They are putting pressure on you. And some people also have the habit of searching social media. You are living social media standard. I remember many years ago, one of my nephew woke up one day and said he's going to Ghana. I said, what are you going to do in Ghana? He said one of our nephew in Ghana is doing very well. I said, doing which well? Doing which well? I said, this same guy last week, I sent money to him in Ghana. Yeah, you say he's doing well. Now, how did he know that the guy was doing well? The guy will come and snap you just go and stand in one car, snap. We are painting Ghana red. He will post on social media. You
Correct.
go to club, you go and snap. This night will shut down the club. And he will just be putting pressure on the guy. And that is how many people have taken social media pressure to be real. With the advent of AI now, a lot of things are scattering. My wife used AI to do one picture for me where I had a Rolls Royce and I was going to enter a private jet. You know that some people believe that too, that I bought Rolls Royce and now I'm, I'm going to enter private jet. And you're just pressuring your life.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, we also saw one particular video that was trending. One of our leaders in the country was enjoying himself. I wouldn't mention more than that. And they have said it's AI now. They have said it's AI. But what are we saying in essence? Is don't allow peer pressure destroy your future. Those peer pressure that you are responding to will not be there during the rainy day.
True.
When, like we say in Nigeria, kasala burst, the same people who you are trying to impress are the
Mm-hmm.
people who will come and ask you that. So it means that all the
All
years
this.
you spent,
Yeah.
all the money you made, you did not invest. You must be a foolish person, because it takes a foolish person not to invest. Even the Bible itself said that the foolish person spends it all. You
Mm.
are a foolish person, you spend it all. Every time we see you, you are always in red. No investment, no savings, nothing left over, no emergency fund. If anything happened today, you will need to begin to run head scatter. There are people I have seen who I feel that they have made money. It's either they were showing us that they were making money and they were not making money, they were looking rich but they were not rich,
Mm-hmm.
or they really made money but they wasted the money. By the time they now have one health issue, they now come online. I'm not saying that there's anything bad if you can't find help, come and
mm,
ask for help. But sometimes I used to wonder, so what did he do with all the money that he made?
mm,
What did he do? Is it that he didn't have savings, that he didn't have investment, either he
mm,
didn't have, because when you are looking at the money they're asking for, somebody is asking for 5 million. And you know this person will go to party and
mm.
spray that 5 million
That.
those days. Now the person is sick, they're not asking for 5 million. Something
Mm,
must be wrong somewhere. I went to a party. That's to show you, and you see, in life you must be principled
mm,
and stand by your principle and not allow anybody pressure you. I, we are past that level. You can't pressure me. If you like, do anything. You can't pressure me. I've come to a point where I'm solid with myself. Now, I was in a party. One of our guys who were doing party, and I was sitting with some of these our mentees that we raised.
mm,
And when it was time to spray money, me, I said I don't spray money.
mm,
That apart from the fact that it's a principle that I practice,
mm,
we also have a bank. I can't be spraying money as
mm,
a bank owner. No, I can't do that.
mm,
So I sat down there and they went to bring money. And they came to give me money that me I should go and spray. I said, no, I carry the money, I put it inside my pocket. Say, so when the musician was calling my name, keep and I took 10,000, I gave my PS, so I go and give him.
mm.
Then they say, no, I should go and spray it. I say, never, I'm not going to spray anything. Now, by the time I left that event, I called the celebrant and I transferred a huge amount of money to say,
Mm,
congratulations for your celebration. The amount I transferred, I'm not sure the amount they sprayed was up to 20% of what I transferred. All right. But people just want to show.
mm,
If I was somebody who succumbed to pressure, I
mm,
would have gone to NASDAQ spraying just to make. I won't do that.
mm,
Have principles that guide your life, or
mm,
else the little money you feel that you have, you will spend it impressing people
mm.
that do not have your interest. That when the rainy day comes, they will not come to your rescue. This last one will help somebody. You are not El Shaddai, or else you shall die. Don't go and think of solving everybody's problem,
Mm,
especially when you are not in the position to solve their problem.
mm,
Solving their problem is eating up your future, and you are now dedicated to that solving problem. That will that looks like what I said yesterday. If two of you are in the pit, you can't be drawing yourself. One
mhm,
person has to come out to help the other one to come out. So don't go and carry unnecessary load. You say they are my siblings, they cannot pay school fees, they cannot do. Those same siblings, you will be shocked. You have finished paying school fees, now they have graduated, they are working, they are earning money. They won't remember what you
mm.
did for them. One day you just hear them, what did you even do for me? You know, there's this comedian that I used to follow on TikTok. He will just come and say, look, if your sister does not give you money, sue her. Because she's your sister, she must give you money. Sue her if she doesn't give you money. I say, that's entitlement mentality.
Mm,
Please, you are not El Shaddai. Whatever it is you want to give, budget it. Have a
mm,
budget. I'm not saying don't give to your family, but let it be budgeted. And once the budget has been exhausted, let it be exhausted. For the last maybe 7, 8 years, I've had a budget for my family.
mm,
That's my extended family, of how much I give, whether it's for education, for helping, for whatever. But once the budget is exhausted, you wait for the next month for the next
mm,
budget. That's the way to live a life so that your life can be stable. But what we're saying is for you not to be in that shoes where you are not even able to control it. Go and automate your savings
mhm,
with Genius by PettySafe. Go and do investments, pull out money. If I will advise you, go to your cooperative society, go and collect money, do investment, be paying small small. It's much more better than to go and borrow money to go and do wedding,
mm.
borrow money to go and do naming ceremony. It's much more better. So because people have all those very wrong financial habits
Mhm,
that
mm.
put them in trouble, and at the end of the day, your future will come whether you like it or not. So you better do something about that future, or else it will meet you unawares.
Wow, thank you so much. So you that's a big one for positioning. Learn to be principled as it has to do with your money. That's a key to financial growth and financial freedom. As we begin to close, I'll drop this with you. Please, every money in your hand right now, see it as a seed.
Hmm.
The death of a seed is the burial of a forest. In every seed, you have a potential forest. That money in your hand should be treated as a seed. Do everything possible to protect it. If you read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, one of the principles that was shared there is that you should only spend the grandchildren of your money. So every money in your hand goes to give birth to children. When those children gives back to the next generation of children, that is where you should spend from. So the principle of paying yourself first that was analyzed earlier stems from that. So the money comes, you ensure that you pay yourself first by sending it on errand. Remember again, your money does not sleep, it doesn't grow old, it's never tired, can multitask for you, can do everything at the same time. And when it generates, you want it to give birth to more. So treat the money in your hand as a seed. You don't consume your seed, you sow your seed. You put it on the ground so that it can rupture, then begin to multiply, grow, and bear fruit. So you must keep looking at where you are part time financially and ask yourself, have I been able to identify my seed and what am I doing with that seed? At Pertinence Group, we are well positioned to support you through the journey of turning your seed into a forest. Some of us are listening today, you've been with us on this journey. It's a 28 days journey, right? At the end of the journey, we want to be able to raise thousands of people that will say, thank God I followed these guys this moment, because we're going to be sharing more stories. There will be days where we will come and show you practically some of the investment decisions we took, the mistakes we made, how we learned from those mistakes, and some of the investment decisions that was made and we got returns that if we announce to you, it will be like money ritual. So stick with us throughout this journey. This is just day 4 and it's already feeling like 30 days, but we have just started. We have so much to deliver. I want Mr. Wisdom to share some parting words with us as we begin to close for
I
today.
think my parting word is
Mm,
I have a more like I have a resolution for this year. I'm not
mm,
the one giving to New Year resolution, but I have a resolution for this year that this year is all about action.
mm,
Action, action, action. As we have spoken right now, you
mm.
have gotten an inspiration. Go and take action with it.
Yeah.
Whether it is Genius by Petty Save, go and download and ensure that you start savings. Genius Business, download it also. Ensure that your business starts saving. And there
Mhm,
are a lot more other things, features that your business and you yourself can take advantage of from
yeah.
that place. Then the Cassava Island and the Palm Origin are investment vehicles where you buy land, own a plantation, and you don't have to go to farm, but yet you earn the proceeds of being a farmer. And we are investing in very rugged crops.
Mhm.
Cassava, rugged. Palm, rugged. They know they die. They
Mhm,
survive under harsh weather. And you know us as Pertinence Group, we have been in business for 14 years and we have done this over and over again. This is not time to now start telling you, trust us. We already have trust. We are not, I'm about to say we are not looking for trust, but we already have trust, you know. So
mhm.
go and do what you need to do. Click on that particular link on the chat session or scan the barcode on this particular broadcast and take advantage. Once you get there, our back office will take care of every other thing, guide you through all the things you need to know, and you make that decision. Because Action is what will bring you out of
Mm.
obscurity. Take action and begin to move.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. It's been an interesting one today. I can't wait for tomorrow again so I can be with you all. And I know Wise Man is excited doing this together
Yeah.
with me. So, this is how we call it a wrap for today, the 28 days of from income to asset, smart money reset. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
All right.